All right, welcome along, everyone, to the Wannabes Racing League right here on F1 2019. My name is Racer X, commentating once again for the Wannabes Racing League. We're around 13 of Season 2 of the Wannabes Racing League. Today, we are racing in the Circuit de Barcelona de Catalunya in Barcelona, Spain. Probably, I would say, one of the most technical and probably one of the more trickiest tracks in all of the F1 calendar. So, quick little recap from last week's race was the Canadian Grand Prix. Dougie Falcon was your race winner, gained his fifth win of the season, and Game Burger finished in second, along with NBC Alcatraz in third. Almost got a full grid tonight. Robin Hood Lawyer is back, going to be the only driver for Red Bull. As far as that goes, no other changes in terms of the driver lineup. Except for Very Lazy Towel. It looks like he's taking over for, I would assume, for Helbent. So he'll be racing for him in the Ferrari. And that's pretty much go on for that. Quick recap on the standings for currently, since we are couple races away. We have a couple more races after this one. Dougie is still your current points leader, in a very comfortable points lead over Banana Cake Pie by 40 points. And Rudy is in third, with behind by 46. XJ Schmidt down by 51. So they are the closest to at least get to Dougie Falcon. At least just get someone in contention. But they're going to need to finish above Dougie in the next three races, and possibly have Dougie have some races that are not so good for him. Looks like we got some drivers out on the track already. We're going to get the telemetry out and about for you. So yeah, Circuit de Barcelona de Catalunya, a track that has been used for preseason testing in F1 for a long period of time, and also I would probably say, like I said, it's technical. This does kill your tires quite a bit, especially on the left side of your tires, of your left tires. So let's see. I think we'll go and do ride along with someone. Let's ride along with Danny Rick. So this is a 2.9 mile circuit, 16 turns in the tightest technical track. This is him going up to the right-left of turn 1 and 2. And then you got the hard sweeping fast turn 3. This you can understeer quite a bit, though, if you go flat out sometimes. Now he goes down into turn 4, which is a little bit of a tight little right-hander as well. This is the site where Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton made that crash in 2016. Now into turn 5, a downhill slope into turn... It'll slope on now up to turns 6 and 7, and now we get into towards turns 8 and 9. Turn 9 especially is the most blinding corner. It's a fast right uphill blind corner. Now we go into turn 10. It's hard on the brakes, and now we go into turns 11 and 12, where you have a little bit of a kink on the left side of the track, followed by a sweeper right-hander, and then you have more right-hander chicane, left-right chicane, followed by a little bit of a sweeper of turn 16, sweeping right turn. Danny Rick gets his time of 1 minute 19.3. So that is your track overview of the Circuit de Barcelona de Catalunya. And I think we see his teammate Gaming Burger doing the time as well. He goes 1:19.1, but he did that on the hard tires, or hard tires, excuse me. And it looks like we have a racing point. Banana Cake Pie was a little going to do his lap, but his lap, I guess, got invalidated. And Robin Hood Lawyer has crashed near turn 3 as he's backing up towards the Marshall post. No further lap times coming in. We've got XJ Schmidt. Looks like he's about to finish up his lap on the hard tires. We'll see what he can do. He will go up into third, 119.6 on the hard tires. Next across the line, Alex, 128.1. So he probably had a little bit of a mess up on his first lap, so he'll probably have to do it again. Quite a few drivers already going to the pits. I'm guessing quite a few of them have invalidated their laps. And it looks like Robin has impeded Tay Lunacy's lap because Lunacy was on flyer and Robin Hood Lawyer was not. So that might have to be looked at by the stewards later on, maybe after the race. Looks like we have Sick and Destroy doing his lap, but his lap got invalidated. So he'll have to do his lap again. I think he's doing that on the hard tires. Yes, he is. Next one across the line looks like it's Rogue. His lap got invalidated, but no time for him. Ahaz is coming towards the line. I think that's Blue Dog. Starting his flyer. Dougie Falcon.
Emoji banana, emoji birthday cake, emoji pie.
Thank you, Banana Cake Pie, for your trademark banana cake pie emoji. Dougie Falcon goes 123.4, but I'm sure he's going to do another lap after that. Lunacy did a 128.7, but I think that was after he got impeded by Robin Hood Lawyer. We'll see what Sick can do. This looks like he's the closest one to at least get a lap going. He's got a purple second sector, but the thing about this game sometimes is I don't trust the game a little bit when it comes to like the purple sectors because it can be a bit misleading, but we'll see what lap he can do. It's just that sometimes I believe it's a bit misleading with this game. So Sick and Destroy going down the chicanes of turns 14 and 15. Now we'll see what he does as he comes towards the line. And he will go 5th fastest, 121.2. So not a bad lap there from the Renault. So we'll follow up with Blue Dog. He's the next one across the line. And he goes 4th fastest. Bumps down Alex and Sick, 120.5. And we'll follow with a Mercedes that's coming towards the line. Never mind, that's Dougie just going to the pits. Lunacy is about to do his next lap on the hard tires. This time I think will be a much better one. He goes 120.8. That puts him 5th fastest. So good lap there from the Toro Rosso. Next is a McLaren coming towards the line. I think that was X-Shape, but does not improve. He's only 2 seconds slower than his time. Looks like another Williams just came across the line. That was Alex, but I think that's him about to do another lap. So let's see. I think we have another Alpha coming towards the line. That's Danny just doing another out lap. He's going to be doing his lap, though, on the medium tire, so we'll see what lap he can put out for the medium compound. But the thing, actually retired from the session. Let's see if we can follow up with Alex. We'll see exactly what happened. Oh my! Yeah, he crashed near turn 6. Must have lost it there. That's unfortunate. So he's gonna have to start on the hard tires, but we'll have to see what position he will be. And there's a caution at the start-finish line. A Racing Point's doing a hot lap now. Rudy's doing his flyer right now as well. He's got a purple's first sector, so we'll check on him a little bit later. But let's check on his teammate, Alex. He's the closest one to do a lap. We'll see what he can do on the hard tires. The drivers now have at least less than 10 minutes to go on the qualifying session. He does not improve. It goes 4:10 slower than his best time. Toro Rosso's coming towards the line. I think that might be Reedy, who's starting his flyer. And Alpha's coming towards the line. That might be Danny Rick. No, it would be Gaming Burger starting his flyer. I think he's doing that on, looks like the hards? Yeah, he's still doing it on the hards. Danny Rick does not improve his time. Goes at least 6/10 slower. And Rudy just came across the line now. 119.8 on the hard tires. That puts him up 4th fastest. And Alcatraz about to do his flyer and will fall with a racing point. That appears to be Banana Cake Pie. We'll see what he can do. Currently second right now in the point standings. He will come across the line. 121.6 on the soft tires. And a Mercedes is coming towards the line. I think that could be Rogue. Yeah, it is. We'll follow up with his teammate. Who's doing his flyer? Starting his flyer. Excuse me. Let's see if Alex does another lap on the hards. Nope, he does not. He got invalidated. So no lap for him. Reedy is the next one across the line. His lap got invalidated as well. So far we have only 8 drivers that have not done a qualifying. Goes even faster, 118.8 on the hard tires. That's a solid lap there from the Alfa Romeo driver. So far he's got at least 3 wins, but only on 2 different teams. 1 for Haas and 2 for Alfa Romeo. So I think we had another driver that just came across the line. Who was that? Was that Alcatraz? Yeah, it was. Alcatraz goes 6th fastest, 120.6 on the hard tires. Good lap there from the Renault. We'll check with Roe. Let's see what lap he can do on the, looks like he's riding along on the soft tires. Rogue goes fastest, a 118.8 on the soft tires. Roe comes across, and he goes faster, 118.7. So now a racing point, and a Mercedes and an Alfa are in the top 3. But let's check on the other Mercedes, Dougie Falcon, as he comes across the line. This time on the hard tires, he goes 5th fastest, 119.5. And next is another Alfa that looks like to be Gaming Burger. That's going to the pits now, but let's check on his teammate Danny Rick and see what he can do. He's doing another lap, I think, on the soft tires, or hard tires, or medium tires, excuse me. Let's see what he can do out of turn 16, gets a good exit, and he stays 4th fastest, does not improve his time. And looks like Alcatraz does not improve, goes 4 seconds slower than his previous time. Banana Cake Pie goes into the pits, and we'll check on what the Ferraris can do. This is very lazy towel that'll get his flyer out of the way. He goes 14th fastest, 146.7, but he's probably going to do another one. He'll have to race to the pits very quickly. Lunacy will start his flyer on the medium tires. Let's follow up with his teammate AU Wingman. Looks like he's about to start his flyer. Mercedes cars are coming into the pits now. A McLaren, and that is Crackerjack. He'll get his lap start on the medium tires. So far a pretty good qualifying session, pretty tight, only separated by what, nearly like a 10th between the top 3. Pretty good so far. Alright, let's see. I think Danny's nope, he's going to the pits, and followed by a Renault. That's Alcatraz following right behind him. Blue Dog is about to do his flyer. Let's check on AU Wingman. I think he might be the closest one to do a lap. Actually, no, it'd be very lazy talent, but I think you have to go to the pits, especially with less than 5 minutes left. Yeah, he's going to the pits now. So we'll check on him later. Lunacy, he got a little bit messy there out of turn 15, but let's see what he can do. He will go across the line now and goes 8th fastest, 119.8. And next will be AU Wingman in the Ferrari. We'll see what he can do. He goes 5th fastest, 119.4. Good solid lap there. And Sick and Destroy is doing his flyer. And Crackerjack is going to the pits because his lap got invalidated, but he's got plenty of time to at least get at least a lap down. The Williams cars are coming towards the line. Alex goes 8th fastest, 119.6, followed by his teammate, Rudy, but he's doing a flyer, starting a flyer now. Blue Dog is about the closest one to do his lap. He's on the soft tires. We'll see if he can improve his time. His current time is a 120.5, currently 11th fastest, but I think he could break into somewhere in the top 5. He will come across the line. He will go in the top 5. Goes 4th fastest, 119.1. And a Toro Rosso is coming towards the line. And I think that would be Reedy. And, oh, no, he does. Okay, apparently put his time up, but I didn't put it on the graphic. Anyways, he's doing a flyer. Let's check on his teammate, Lunacy. Nope, Lunacy's going into the pits, and followed by a wingman right behind him. Second Destroyer is the closest one to at least do a lap, but I think he seems to be slowing down, but I'm guessing it's because he must have screwed up his lap. So he's just letting the faster cars go by. Let's check on Rudy. Let's see what he will do. This time he's right along on the medium tires. I think I saw a little lag on my screen. He'll come across the line, and he goes 4th fastest, 119.0 on the medium tires. Next across the line, that would be a Renault. That is Seek and Destroy. Let's see, his teammate, though, right behind him is doing an out lap. And Blue Dog is about to go into the pits. Let's see, let's check on, looks like everyone's just about to get to start on their flyers, so, let's see. I think Rowie is the closest one. Yeah, he's starting his flyer right now. So pretty much right now, Rowie, if it stands, Rowie would be your pole sitter, and it would be his first pole of the season. And caution in Sector 3, looks like from Danny Rick. I don't know if he messed up a bit when Cracker just is letting him go. Okay. Alright, we'll see what Danny Rick can do as he's coming towards the line now. And he will go not improve. Crackerjack starts his flying lap. And Seek and Destroy looks like he improved his time. Goes 14th fastest, 120.7. Alcatraz, he goes 5th fastest, 119.1. A good lap there from the Renault. So let's see what, let's check on Row E. Does not improve his time, but he did that lap on the medium tires. So that lap is not going to matter. Let's see. Reedy is the close. I don't know what was going on there. Okay, just caught the chicane and just went into the pits. Lunacy's about to start his flyer. He just got in time there, though. He's got at least 10 seconds to spare. Banana Cake Pie goes 7th fastest, 119.2 on the medium tires. Good lap there from the racing point. And next across the line is Gaming Burger, and he goes into pole, 118.4 on the medium tires. Good solid lap there from the Alfa Romeo. And let's see what his teammate can do. Does go 8th fastest, 119.3. And Seek and Destroy goes into the pits. Dougie, though, let's see what he can do as he comes across the line. Now he goes into pole position, 118.0 on the medium tires. Really good lap there. That puts him into pole. And let's see what Banana can do, though. He's looks like he's got another lap at least he can do on the medium tires, but he's going to have to at least make it solid. A Wingman goes to the pits. Let's see what his teammate does. Very lazy towel. Goes 5th fastest. 119.0 on the mediums. And I think that was Lunacy went across the line, but he does not improve his time, so he remains 14th fastest. But Banana Cake Pie, I think, is the only one that needs to has to do a lap. No, he goes into the pits. Okay, so he's going to go into the pits, and I think that's going to end this qualifying session. So Dougie Falcon is now your pole sitter once again. Ooh, contact there between the AI cars, between Gaming Burger and Danny Rick's AIs at the end of that lap. So let's go through your lineup one more time. Dougie Falcon is your pole sitter alongside Gaming Burger in second. Roe E is in third. Rogue A-Wing in fourth. Very Lazy Towel in fifth. Rudy in sixth. Alcatraz in seventh. Blue Dog in eighth. Banana Cake Pie in ninth. Danny Rick in 10th. AU Wingman in 11th. XJ Schmidt in 12th. Alex in 13th. Tate Lunacy in 14th. Rady in 15th. Stick and Destroy in 16th. Crackerjack is 17th, and Robin Hood Lawyer rounding off the grid. So, also I forgot to mention too, is the constructor standings going on. So, as we stand in the constructors, Mercedes is right now leading the way in the constructors, gained by McLaren. McLaren just basically just went down, so now they're down 35 points from Mercedes. But Alfa Romeo is the closest right now, 13 points behind Mercedes, along with Racing Point, who only has 29 points, along with the Williams. So with that, let's see if we can maybe get a little chat with one of the drivers. Let's talk with one of the driver that's let's talk with the driver that's on pole. Let's start off with Dougie Falcon. If I can get that going. Hey Dougie, this is Racer X from the commentary booth. Have you got a second?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Alright, so you are on pole position. You seem to be in a very comfortable spot with leading the pole on medium tires. How do you feel coming in this race?
Sorry, what was that? I didn't hear
that. How do you feel coming to this race?
Pretty good. I did 0 practice, and should be okay. I got like a few drivers that could probably beat me, probably Gaming Burger, because he's been practicing all day, every day. But I should be okay. I should be okay. I should be okay.
I mean, with no practice, that's still impressive to get pole position. But if you pretty much if you got like you guys got at least like three more races to go, so pretty much you need to. I think you're like 40 points ahead from the Banana, who's your closest competitor.
Yeah.
So pretty much, I think either by this race you might get the title if you stand this way, or maybe by next race.
The championship could be decided next race hopefully, but I'm just gonna take this race as it is and see what happens, and if Banana Cake Pie does outscore me or whether Gaming Burger does win this race, so we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, it's going well, and that's about it.
Alright, well, good luck to you for the rest of the race, and have a good time. As your pulsar, Gaming Burger, Dougie Falcon from the Mercedes. So, run off the grid one more time. Dougie Falcon in pole. Gaming Burger right alongside him. Roe is in third. Rogue Wing in fourth, probably his highest grade position so far. Very Lazy Tal, the replacement for Helpman, who's in the Ferraris at fifth. Rudy, looks like he got disqualified from his formation lap. He's in sixth. Alcatraz in seventh. Blue Dog and the and banana cake by his teammate in the Racing Point alongside him. Danny Rick and A. Wayman in 10th and 11th. XJ Schmidt in 12th. Alex in 13th. 14th is Lunacy, and 15th is Reedy. 16th, Sick and Destroy. 17th, Crackerjack, and 18th is Robin and Loyal rounding off the grid. So now it's time to get ready. The 5 lights come on here in Circuit de Barça de Catalunya. It's lights out, and away we go here in Barcelona. Dougie Falcon gets a pretty good start, but look at Rugged Wing. He gets rubbed in the grass by Gaming Burger, and Roe alongside him into turn 1. Oh, a little bit of ghosting. It looks like they're between Dougie and Roe, but looks like everyone's gone cleanly, and it's a Ferrari going off a little bit in the track. It's AU Wingman, but Dougie Falcon gets a good clean run off of turn 3. Now we're coming to turn 4. 3 wide behind him between Rudy, Banana, and it looks like Alcatraz, and looks like Alcatraz got the most of it. Into turn 5 we go, and it looks like Banana getting on the inside of Rudy in the Williams and gets ahead of him into 7th place. Good start though from Dougie Falcon, getting up into a good clear spot in first, but Roe is still on his tail though, into the blinding turn of turn 9, now into this one of these 2 DRS zones, and here comes Very Lazy Towel on the inside, locks up his brakes, and contact made between him and Rogue. Rogue gets a little bit more contact, and Rogue's going to the inside. Rogue tries to be ambitious, but goes into the grass. I think that's going to be qualified, I would say, as a racing incident between Towel and Rogue, because I think Rogue got a little bit too ambitious. Sick and Destroy has retired from the race, and safety car has been deployed. Safety car has been deployed. Sick looks like he crashed at the end of turn 9 in one of the 2 DRS zones. And that puts out a virtual safety car. Rogue's going to the pits now to, looks like, to replace his front wing. VSC is out. Robin Hood Lawyer has crashed. Oh, no, 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 no. That is a big no-no. You cannot reset yourself on the track. That's the cardinal rule right there. That's something the stewards are going to have to look at as well. You don't see drivers doing that in real life either. So that's going to cost Robin, I think. So under VSC, though, Dougie is leading the way. Roe in second, and Gaming Burger right behind him, though. 2 seconds separate between Gaming Burger and Very Lazy Towel from the first lap, when we have at least 33 laps into this race. Green flags are out now. Dougie gets a brilliant jump out of the restart. Roe, though, had a horrible jump out of the restart. Gaming Burger right now is down on his tail. DRS will be enabled, though, in lap 3. And we'll check on the back of the field in the midfield. It's a 3-car train, it looks like, or 4-car train, I should say, but that's separate between Towel and towards 4th and 7th, with XJ Schmidt being the back of the train. Dougie Falcon leads the way on the next lap, 1.6 seconds ahead of Roe. DRS is now enabled. So now the car that sits at least under a second behind the car in front will have DRS. Gaming Burger, though, trying to get some moves on the outside of Roe. Roe makes a great defensive move out of turn 1. Great move there from the Racing Point. Lunacy does get the fastest lap of the race, 126.7, but I don't think that's going to last very long. But this is going to be a tight battle, though, between Gaming Burger and Roe. If Roe can at least hold off Dougie Falcon, Roe hold off Gaming Burger, excuse me. He's got to try his best to do that. Dougie gets by a lapped car. I think that's Robin Hood Lawyer. That's the lapped car that's spinning out right now, out of turn 8. And now into turn 9. DRS is enabled for Gaming Burger. Let's see what he could do with the DRS enabled. Will he stay behind him? Yes, he does. Actually, did DRS enable for him? I don't think it did. I didn't see the rear wing go up, actually. But nevertheless, he's still right behind him, about half a second behind him. Caution in sector 2. It's a Red Bull. Yep, it is Robin Hood Lawyer again, out and about. Gaming Burger right behind him, though. 7/10 behind it from the Racing Point. This time DRS will be enabled. Dougie does go fastest, 122.3. DRS is enabled now for the Alfa Romeo. Looks like he's trying to push it. Can he get to it's only about 700 meters down the straight. No, he does not make it. Roe does lock up the brakes. XJ Schmidt does get by Rudy and puts himself up into 6th place, gaining by him on the front stretch. So pretty much a little bit of a chaos that has formed up though from the beginning part of this race. Already we had a retirement and a VSC that has happened in this race, but so after that pretty much nothing else has happened. Robin Hood Lawyer has come into the pits. Gameburger closing on the tail of the Racing Point. Now he's going to have DRS again out of the blinding turn of turn 9. No, he does not go. Stays defensive as possible right behind the Racing Point, but he will try to get DRS again out of the front stretch. Dougie has now managed that gap now by nearly 2 seconds out of the 4 laps from the 4 laps we have done so far. Gameburger right now, right behind him, coming out of turn 16. DRS will be back to being enabled again for him. DRS is open for the Alfa Romeo. Will he make the move? He's got the slipstream. Now he's going to flip on the inside, on the right side of the Racing Point, and he does make the move made, and now puts him up into 2nd place. Ooh, a little slight contact there, I think, between him and the Gameburger. But nevertheless, it's fine. Roby's now dropped down into 3rd place. But now, his teammate, Banana Cake Pie, though, has built himself a pretty good race pace so far, moving himself up from 9th up into 5th. So far, pretty good race race pace from these guys. But the thing is that a lot of the, most of the front runners, well, besides Roe E, are on the medium tires, so those tires are gonna, if I had to guess, they're gonna be lasting, I'm gonna say probably at least 13 or 14 laps, if not longer. But the thing is that this track kills your left tires. Like, the left side of your tires will be completely destroyed within like the next few laps. But Banana Cake Pie, though, even though he's made some progress, he's got a McLaren, though, right on his tail. That is XJ Schmidt. And Gameburger gets the fastest lap of the race. We will ride on board. Banana Cake Pie does have DRS as well. And looks like Roe is going to the pits already. Probably because his tires are worn out. Yeah, it's because of his tires being worn out. XJ Schmidt is still right behind Banana Cake Pie. Banana Cake Pie managed to be defensive as possible. So now, very lazy Tal has moved himself up into 3rd place after starting 5th on the grid. So good race from him so far as well. And not quite entirely sure what's been going on with Robin Hood Lawyer, but he's still ghosted. But anyways. So DRS is enabled. Ooh! Banana just goes a little bit onto the gravel. XJ Smith, though, does have the straight line speed, does go on the inside into turn 10, does make the move stick. Banana Cake Pie makes the switcheroo and gets a good move there from Banana Cake Pie, but it's still wheel to wheel there between the McLaren and the Racing Point. Battling it out between those two for 4th place. But Banana will not have DRS, though, as he's at least 1.1 seconds behind Very Lazy Tal, but now he's literally just a sitting duck. XJ Schmidt now has the DRS again, going on the inside, and yeah, Banana Cake Pie has no chance of that. XJ Schmidt now moves himself up into 4th place. As we can see there, Alex gets by Reedy, and he will put himself up into 8th place. So pretty much, ooh, look at the gap, though, between Gameburger and Dougie Falcon, though. If you remember in the last 3 laps, about 3 laps ago, Dougie had a gap of nearly 2 seconds. Now the gap has closed into 1.1 seconds, so I'm expecting these two at least to battle out for the entire race. Last week, those guys just battled it out the entire race in Canada. So we might be looking at the same thing again, this time in Catalonia. Let's see if we can find any other battle going on. Rudy, though, is right behind Banana Cake Pie. Banana has definitely regressed now. He's fallen off the pace after getting overtaken by the McLaren of XJ Schmidt. This time DRS will be enabled. Gameburger has another fast lap. Yeah, the pace for Gameburger has definitely been better than Dougie Falcon. Yeah, Banana has no DRS, so he's now a sitting duck again, but I don't think Rudy has enough at least to get by him. No, he does not. He will stay right behind him at the turn 1. But Tal, though, I gotta say, though, he's been having himself a pretty good race. Even though before the previous, he's one of the very few reserve drivers in this league. He has dealt with times where he dealt with numerous amount of penalties, but so far, out of 8 laps, he's been doing really solid. And the thing about this track is, it's very hard to at least not have a warning. I don't think it's very hard to have that. So now it looks like we have, Robin Hood Lawyer just got a 10-second time penalty for corner cutting. So that is that's the first penalty of the race. Rudy is sticking right behind the racing point of Banana Cake Pie. Banana is just he's definitely regressed now. What has happened though in his pace? He's definitely gone back to the position he was at in 5th, but he's definitely lost a lot of momentum, a lot of pace after the first few laps. DRS is now enabled again for the Williams of Rudy. Banana is just now just a city duck again. Rudy will go on the inside. Yes, he does. Makes the move stick and gets himself up into 5th place. Banana, though, he's trying to fight back, though, going into turn 3, but still right behind him. But I don't think that he'll try to get anything stick going on. So Rudy will stay in 5th place. So pretty much now, after 9 laps, it's Dougie, Falcon, and Gaming Burger, your top 2, and Very Lazy Towel rounding off the podium so far. XJ Schmidt, though, he's kind of closing in a little bit, though, on Very Lazy Towel. He's now in range of DRS, but he does get DRS here, but it's not going to be quite enough, as it is one of the shortest DRS zones in this track out of the 2 DRS zones. Ooh, little slide there, though, from Very Lazy Towel. Big mistake. That's going to allow XJ Schmidt to get wheel-to-wheel and get by him before the chicane. So now XJ Schmidt has moved himself up into 3rd place. But Tal does have DRS. Will he fight back, though? It doesn't look like he's got enough DRS or even the pace to get towards XJ Schmidt, so no, he does not. But let's go back up to the front, though. Gaming Burger has now closed that gap to now less than nearly half a second behind Dougie Falcon. These two have been, well, if you could see, though, on the right side of your telemetry screen, on your screen, these guys have all the DRS that they want to burn, so pretty much it could be anybody's game. But they got the pace, and right now, from the gap between the front 2 cars from 3rd, just by 6 seconds. Tal, though, does have DRS again, though, from XJ Schmidt, but does not have enough. The following 3 cars behind him, Rudy and Banana Cake, 2 cars behind him, Rudy and Banana Cake Pie had DRS, but they're not going to get by him. Gaming Burger, though, right behind the Mercedes of Dougie, coming out of that chicane. Caution in Sector 2, it's Robin Hood Lawyer again. DRS is back to being enabled for the Alfa Romeo. Does he have enough to get to him? Does not look like it. No, he does not. He will stay behind him. But by nearly half a second is how far the gap those two have between each other. Ooh, a little bit of rub on the grass there from Very Lazy Towel. Very Lazy Towel also lost a little bit of pace as well. XJ Schmidt just pretty much now has a little bit of a breeze ahead of him now. He doesn't have much pressure since the cars behind him have been making a little bit of mistakes. Lunacy goes ahead of Roe, puts himself up into 9th place. gap is it's pretty steady though. Ooh, Dougie does go fairly wide though out of the end of turn 9. That, like I said, that corner though, turn 9 is where you're gonna make the most mistakes though, because of the blind corner, and you tend to go fast, but there's moments where you can lose the back end and retire your car from terminal damage. As you can see though, Gaming Burger though, he does look like he's regressed and he's kind of fallen off the pace just a bit. The gap was a half second, now it's 8/10 behind. Now it's okay, now so Gaming Burger has gone to the pits, so he's gonna try to perform the undercut, and we'll see what tires he will fit on for him. XJ Schmidt will follow suit, going ahead of him along with Very Lazy Towel. So on goes for Gaming Burger, the hard tires. So he's pretty much committed to a one-stop strategy. So now that puts Dougie in a much comfortable position. XJ Schmidt is only 8 seconds behind Dougie Falcon, but Very Lazy Towel though has closed that gap between him and XJ Schmidt. Robin Hood Lloyd's Ghost though is, I think, starting to distract a little bit of the drivers, as he's just still been spinning around. So pretty much not much else going on. Cracker's now going into the pits. I would assume he's going, as I think he, ooh, pretty big there, lockup there from Cracker. Oh, Cracker Jack's retired from the session. All right, well, fair enough. That's fair enough. I'm thinking Lisi retired in the pits. What's happened to NBC Alcatraz though? He's just gone off in the runoff area. He gets himself a 3-second penalty though. That's interesting. Dougie is now going to the pits, and I would assume he'll fit on the hard tires as well. Yes, it looks like he will. Looks like Towel, Rudy, and Banana are following suit as well. Where is Gaming Burger though? That's the question. He's coming out towards the final corner. We'll see if the undercut does work. It's gonna be fairly close between those two. No, the undercut does not work. Dougie Falcon stays ahead of Gaming Burger. So now Dougie's in penultimate first place. Right now, currently in third. But the cars in first and second, XJ Schmidt and AU Wayman, have yet to pit. There's a caution though between it looks like sector 1 and 2, and I think we have the answer there. That was, I could not tell, to be honest. There was a car that was sitting there and just disappeared. Never mind that. But anyways, those two cars have yet to go into the pits as well, but they're gonna have to pit very, very quickly. So let's see. Dougie right now, he's right around the turn 12, but he's pretty much right there. So he's probably gonna get up into first. XJ is now coming to the pits as well. I think a lot of the drivers are gonna try to commit to a one-stop strategy. Yeah, a lot of them are going to be fitting on the hard compound tires, as XJ Schmidt does fall as the same as well. So Dougie is now back to being in first place. AU Wayman comes in with him and goes on the hard tires as well. And a Toro Rosso of Tay Lunacy has fallen into the pits as well. He will fit on, I would assume, also the hard compound tires as well. So pretty much the medium runners are fitting on the hard tires. The soft runners are fitting the same way as well, at least some of them. The only ones that are on the mediums currently is Rowie, Alex, and Blue Dog and Rogue Wing are the only drivers currently that I think that are committed to at least a two-stop. So pretty much right now the gap separate is 4/10 between Dougie and Gaming Burger, but we will see if Gaming Burger can at least make the move to get by the Mercedes. He's got enough room to make it, and I think he's got the pace to get him as well. So right now, I think this would be the chance to get him, as he's going to go into hot lap. Yes, he does. goes on the DRS, but let's see. From that gap, no, he does not have enough. Dougie will still remain in first place. But look at the racing points, or not racing points, the William cars. Right behind the Ferrari at Very Lazy Tal. Alex tries to go on the inside. No, he does not. He stays back behind Very Lazy Tal. Of course, he is one of the only drivers to, I would say, at least commit to a two-stop. So, I mean, the thing is that those tires are probably going to last. Oh, wait. I would take that back. Did he pit first lap? I think he might have done that. Yeah, because it's on 14-lap old tires. No, I think he started with them. So chose Rudy right behind his teammate. I probably would think that, Towel goes a little bit wide on the gravel. DRS is open though for both the Williams. Locks up the brakes, and Alex does let Rudy pass. So now Rudy's up into 6th place to go and catch the Ferrari of Very Lazy Town. Very Lazy Town though is closing in though a little bit though on row E as we speak. But row E, one of the only cars on the medium tires as well, 9-lap old medium tires, that's probably committed to at least a two-stop. Caution in sector 1, and it's still Robin Hood Lawyer just moving about on the track. So I'm pretty much wondering if Gaming Burger right now is just trying to save until the final laps to go and get Dougie Falcon, or is he just trying to gonna wait for the right moment or make a mistake? Alex now goes into the pits. He's fit on the hard tires. So yeah, he did start off with the medium tires. And he does get ahead of Reedy. So that puts himself up into 12th place. Still caution in sector 2. Robin Hood Lawyer still making a lot of cautions out there. Robin Hood Lawyer now has a 10-second penalty. This time 20 seconds. The only one right now to have a penalty. Or actually, him and Alcatraz are the only ones right now to have penalties against them. So pretty much as it stands right now, Dougie Falcon is currently your leader. Gamey Burger is in 2nd. XJ Schmidt in 3rd. Rowie in 4th. Very Lazy Towel in 5th. Rudy in 6th. Banana Cake Pie in 7th. AU Wingman in 8th. Blue Dog in 9th. Danny Rick in 10th. Tay Lunacy in 11th. Alex in 12th. Reedy in 13th. Rogue A Wing in 14th. NBC Alcatraz in 15th. Crackerjack, who was one of the cars that retired, is in 16th. Robin Hood Lawyer in 17th. And Sick and Destroy, who was the car that retired at the end of lap 1, is 18th. So only like 16 cars right now are on the grid. Or on the track, excuse me. So pretty much, so let's talk about where the standings would be currently right now. So right now, Dougie is your race leader, like I said. And if you know the point standings, if you get first, you get 35 points, plus I think Gameburger has the fastest lap, so I think you get 35 points. Well, I think, oh yeah, also if you get pole, you get an extra point as well, so he would get 36 points in total. As it stands right now, Dougie would be, well, let's see, where is Banana? He's in 7th right now. We'll talk about that a little bit. Gameburger, though, looks like he's now closed that gap. He's now down by 2/10 between him and Dougie Falcon. DRS will be open for the Alfa Romeo. Will he make the move this time? No, he does not. stays behind him. Ooh, but does go a little bit deep there at the end of turn 10. So, pretty much, if Gaming Burger is going to try to make the move to get around Dougie, he's got to try to get good exits and not make so many mistakes. Also, not hit those sausage curves, because those sausage curves will slow you down as well. That car just went a hill clicker, it looked like, on my screen. But no, he does not have enough to get to him. But yeah, let me read you off where everything would stand right now. So yeah, Dougie would have 37 points. Banana, who's currently in 7th, he would receive 18 points. So 37. Let's see. So pretty much, he would have a 59-point gap that separate between him and Banana, which means it's not really over yet, the championship. But like Dougie said, he could probably clinch it if he stays where he has been for all season long. Can get the championship next race. And speaking of like the next couple races, the next couple races will be after Spain will be Bahrain and Australia. So yeah, pretty much the tracks that are normally the first 2 tracks on the calendar in F1, and normally Australia would be the track that would be like the very first track on the calendar, will be the very last track on the calendar. And Dougie, looks like a little bit of pressure from Gaming Burger, and Dougie stays defensive as much as he can in turn 1, still holding him off. Can only have 14 laps to go, but still anybody's race. So far, only no penalties separate between those two, so pretty much it's anybody's game. XJ Schmidt has fallen off the pace a little bit, though. He's fallen off by 3 seconds, I think. Robin Hood Lawyer now has 30 seconds of penalty, so if he gets another, like, 10-second penalty, maybe 5 seconds, he would be automatically disqualified. Because I think the limit is, I want to say the limit I think is like 35 or 40 seconds. Gamesburger now with pressure again from Dougie. Robin Hood Lawyer now has a 5-second penalty for speed in the pit lane. So that's now 35 seconds added on to him. And a caution to sector 1. What's happened? It's a Williams. Is that Alex? Yes, it is. He gone off, I think, in turn 1. Of course, turn 1 and 2 are also the trickiest corners. There, it's an uphill right-left chicane. Kind of like in turns 7 and 8 as well. Let's go back up to the top, though. Dougie Falcon and Gaming Burger battling out for first place. Dougie is still defending. Locks up the brakes, though, coming out of turn 1. Managing that gap, though, between them by 2/10. As also, if I didn't mention, it looks like a little skirmish between Rudy and Banana. Banana gets back up to 5th place. Rudy goes falling back into 6th. So pretty much, as we can see, it's only a battle. The only closest battle I can find, well, besides Banana and Rudy, is between the front runners of Dougie and Gaming Burger. Gaming Burger's still right behind him, though. It's pretty much the replay of Canada all over again, only except without the numerous lead changes. So DRS will be activated again for the Alfa Romeo Gaming Burger. Gotta be careful though not to hit those sausage grips like I said. Oh, makes a big mistake there. That's gonna cost him some time. Goes very oversteering in the turn 15 at the end of that chicane. That's gonna cost him. That cost him at least 5/10 out of that lap. So now the gap is now 1 second. So he's also out of DRS range, or nearly out of DRS range, I should say. Let's go back up to the battle for 5th and 6th. Banana and Rudy, these guys have been battling out, looks like, for quite a little while as well. But pretty much, Wannabes just trying to stay mostly defensive as possible. And looks like, yeah, Dougie and Gameburger just got by a lap car. Yeah, that's like the closest battle I can find out of like anybody so far. So pretty much it's just either you got a battle for first and second, between first and second and fifth and sixth. Oh, Banana, that's a little bit wide. He's lucky he did not hit that gravel there. But he tries to get a little bit more ahead of Rudy. He does still. Dougie sets the fastest lap of the race, a 1:20.7, so now he's got the triple crown there. Fastest lap, and pretty much right now, if it holds, the race win, and also pole sitter. The RS is open again there for Rudy. See what he can do. Does not do anything there. Howell now has a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings, so that's his first penalty of the race. So pretty much, if it stands, Banana would get ahead of Very Lazy Tal along with Rudy, so that would mean that Howell will be moved down into 6th place if it holds. Danny Rick has now gone into the pits. It looks like, yep, he's gone to the medium tires again, so he's going soft, medium. Because remember, he did start off on the soft compound. Let's go back up to the battle for first place. Gameburger and Dougie Falcon still leading the way. We have now 10 laps to go until the end of the race. Gameburger now has the RS again. Still cannot get by that Mercedes. They have been pretty much this close to each other for about nearly like 15 laps throughout this race. This is pretty much the same thing that we saw in Canada. Caution in sector 3. We assume that's Robin Hood Lawyer. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on right now. Blue Dog has now gone into the pits. I think he was one of the guys that was also on the soft, so now he's going on to the medium as well. Yes, he is. Close, very close there between Gameburger and Dougie. The thing though I've noticed is that Gameburger does tend to go a little deep into turn 10. You go a little, that's probably another reason why I would say that's been costing him so much time to get by Dougie. Because they both have a pretty much even amount of pace. The RS is now open again. I think he's got him this time. Right up where he's got the slipstream down the inside towards turn 1. This is the battle for the race lead. He does get the move done and puts himself up into first place. And finally, Gameburger gets ahead of Dougie Falcon. After sitting behind him nearly 3/4 of the race, has now finally got ahead of him. And if he gets it, he will be in line for his 4th race win of the season. And it would be the 2nd for Alfa Romeo. Pretty much the only driver on the grid that has wins from different teams. Remember, he did win in the Haas back in Germany a few weeks ago. So yeah, pretty much Gameburger got the move that he needed to do, but I don't think this battle is quite over just yet. Dougie is still right behind, but the thing is I've noticed is he's also locking up his race quite a lot, so that's also costing him quite a bit of time. He makes another mistake there. He made a little counter steer there at the end of turn 15. Gamerberger now sets the fastest lap of the race. 120.6. That went, what, maybe about nearly a tenth over from Dougie's fastest time? So pretty much these two have just been quite even amount of pace between these two. The only two guys that have even amount of pace and separate from nearly the entire field. Ooh, close there. Oh, why is there a migraine host? Okay, Danny Rick has just left the session. Reedy now has a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. That's no good there for Danny Rick. Apparently he has lagged out. Of course, some note there is that his internet has had some issues in the past, so I feel like this is one of those moments where his internet just cuts out. Wait, is that Rogue? Okay, Rogue's still racing. I was just making sure it wasn't AI. Yeah, now you can see though, is Dougie's not really getting the best of exits. He's kind of making the mistakes that Gamerberger was making, but look at the straight line speed he's got. Compared to Gamerberger though, he's got more straight line speed than Gamerberger does. So if he would have been another like maybe 5/10 closer, he probably would have got him That he was a little bit far off on the slipstream. So 5 laps to go and, or excuse me, 7 laps to go until the checkered flag. Dougie, Falcon, and Gameberg are still battling. Oh, virtual safety car is deployed. For what? I don't know. But a VSC has been out, is now out. That's the second VSC we have had. Well, those two guys, I would say, have to be very lucky that none of them are safety cars. Otherwise, this would be a whole different story. It would be completely wide open. The thing is, though, out of the times I've watched Formula One, I don't think I've ever seen safety cars ending a race, except for the last time I saw it was 2012 when Paul di Resta crashed in Brazil, the Brazilian Grand Prix, and that the race ended under virtual safety car. Sebastian Vettel ended up winning the championship that year. Now the race control has enabled DRS again. DRS is back to being enabled from Dougie Falke. He's close, but does not make the move stick. And stays behind the Alfa Romeo. But this is not over yet, though, folks. Well, yeah, I mean, you could see, though, that these are the only closest battles I can see. Everyone's just pretty much on their own island for most of the race. These are the only two guys that have been battling it out, though. I mean, the only battle we've seen besides those two has been, well, I would say in the last 10 laps was between Rudy and Banana Cake Pie. But that's it. But these two have only been separated by 0.6 of a second. We're right on board with Dougie again. But the thing is that he can, oh, yeah. See, there's another problem. He keeps locking up. And now Gamerberger's got a little bit more of an advantage as 0.7 he's now separated by 0.7 from Dougie. But yeah, you could see the straight line speed. Even though his ERS is down, look how much straight line speed he's got. He gained about 0.4 out of that DRS. Caution is extra 2. It's a Racing Point and a Ferrari, I think, or at least I think. I don't know. Whatever the case was, I think everything's fine. But a little bit of rub of the grass there. Alcatraz now has the fastest lap of the race. So pretty much the extra point for any of those two is now gone. DRS is now back to being enabled for the Mercedes of Dougie Falcon, but still not quite there just yet. Ooh, just goes a little deep there at the end of that turn. Towel now has 6 seconds of penalties, so pretty much it would stay the same. He would he would go down to 6 if the order stays where it is. DRS now back to being open again, but just keep your eye on the straight line speed from Dougie Falcon. Look how much straight line speed he's got compared to Gameberg. 80 Wayman has a 3-second penalty. Double lock up there on the brakes there. Dougie Falcon wheel to wheel at the end of turn 1. Now into turn 2. Still those two were side by side, but Gaming Burger manages to hold him off for now. The thing about this track is that it's not really known for like straight line speed, not like Italy obviously, or Belgium. It's a technical track. But to have, oh, Alcatraz, oh, no, never mind. I thought that was for one of those two, but it was Alcatraz having a 5-second penalty for speed in the pit lane. Okay, I think we're seeing rain starting to come down. I think I just saw rain coming down when those two were going down. Yeah, yeah, you could see on your screen. Yep, there it is. The rain is starting to form at the last few laps of this race. So how will these guys respond to this? As the tires are going to get less grippy, Dougie now will have DRS. Down the stretch, look at the straight line speed he's got compared to Gaming Burger. Gets by him easily into turn 1 and gets himself back up into first place. But the thing is, what are these guys going to do now? You've got at least 3 more laps to go. Do you stay out and try to deal with it, especially on the hard tires, which doesn't have much grip? Or do you go in for a quick stop? I mean, if you know the gap between those two and XJ, it's only by over nearly 21 seconds. So they could literally go, if they can go in right now and put on intermediates, but I don't think it's wet enough to at least do that, even though the rain is starting to come down. DRS is enabled for a Gaming Burger, but he's so close. But no cigar so far. We will probably have a classic finish, I think, between these two drivers. From the way I can tell. But the thing is that Dougie's got so much. Oh, a big miss. Oh, no. Oh, Gaming Burger almost lost it. He almost lost at the end of the turn in turn 16. That cost him big time there. Now he's down by 7/10. With 2 laps to go. Oh, big mistake there from Dougie as well. He locked up, I think, big time. So now the gap that was made from Dougie at the end of that corner, the final turn, has now been wiped out because he made a big mistake. Another caution. I don't know what that's all about. But my goodness. This is going to come down to who can make the less mistakes from what it looks like, I think. These two are just now trying to, I think they're going to try to at least tiptoe their way because now the rain's starting to come down a little bit harder. Oh, look at, yeah, see, look at this. Oh, Gaming Burger almost lost it there. So squirrely. These two are just tiptoeing. The gap is now built up to Dougie again by now 8/10. These two, who can make less mistakes? DRS is now disabled. Very good reason for there to be because of the rain. But will these two go into the pits? Man, these two are going to be these guys are going to be tiptoeing the way before the end of the race. What a perfect time for the rain to come down. Gaming Burger is just trying to tiptoe his way. Dougie is tiptoeing as well, but he's built himself. Look how much traction though has Gaming Burger has been losing though at the end of that corner. That is something that they didn't need. That now we've gone to the final lap of the race. Dougie's gone off the track slightly, and the gap is now closed. Tal has now got a 5-second penalty, but wow, this is so pretty much what these drivers are experiencing right now is this is like driving on thin ice, or at least, because they're trying to tiptoe. They're trying not to use the accelerator so much because they know if they do, it's just basically going to slide the back end and lose the car. Yeah, because you could see how much these guys are just trying to like crawl this car to the finish line. Dougie's still leading the way though. We've got at least 7 more corners to go. But yeah, they cannot use as much speed as they can. Okay. Oh no, Gaming Burger's lost it and retired from the race. Oh my goodness. Wow. That is costly mistake there from Gaming Burger on the final lap of the race when he was battling out with Dougie Falcon. XJ will now move himself up to the second place. Tal right behind him as well. But Tal, will he get third is the question. Dougie's coming towards the line now. He will come across and win the Spanish Grand Prix. Wow, what a finish. But let's take a look at second place though. XJ Schmidt and Very Lazy Tal battling out for second place, trying to tiptoe their way to crawl across the finish line. Tal goes a little bit deep though at the end of turn 15. SJ Schmidt will hold off in second place, and he does. Tal will come across the line in third. He's got a 5-second unserved penalty, but where will this put Tal? Banana's the next one across the line, and he will go ahead of Tal, and so does Rudy. Tal's bumped down into fifth. Banana now has moved up into the podium spot. Roe, Banana's teammate, will come across the line, trying to tiptoe his way towards the line, and he will get 6th place. Wait a minute, the next driver to cross will come in 7th place. Reedy now has a 3-second penalty from multiple warnings. I think that's 6 seconds added to him. Here's his teammate, Tay Lunacy. Ooh, trying to keep that back end steady there. But it doesn't matter. He'll hold on, and he will get 8th place. Let's follow up on his teammate. Getting a lot of helicopter shots there, by the way. Reedy will come across the line, and he will get into 9th place. Slides across the line there. Danny comes across the line and gets ahead of Reedy, so now Danny's in 9th, Reedy in 10th. And I think that will be the end of the race. So for the 6th time, Dougie Falcon is your race winner. And he's built himself a little bit of a gap, but it's not over quite just yet. He could clinch the Wannabes Racing League next race when we go to Bahrain for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Dougie Falcon raises the trophy and gets another valuable win for Mercedes. Along with XJ Schmidt and the McLaren and Banana K Pie, the Racing Point, rounding off the podium. Congratulations to those three, though. But, man, unfortunate events, though, for Gaming Burger to crash on the final lap of the race. So we'll look at the order one more time. Dougie Falcon is your race winner. S.J. Smith in 2nd. Banana Cake Pie in 3rd. Rudy in 4th. Towel in 5th. Rowie in 6th. A-Wayman in 7th. Taylor Lunacy in 8th. Danny Rick in 9th. Reedy in 10th. Blue Dog in 11th. Gaming Burger retired from the race in 12th. Alex in 13th. Roge Wayne in 14th. NBC Alcatraz in 15th. Robin Hood Lawyer in 16th. Crackerjack 17th. And Sicky Destroy in 18th. Only 3 cars we had that retired from the race. So that's going to be the end of the broadcast tonight. Thank you for tuning in. to the Wannabes Racing League. My name is Racer X. Have a great rest of your weekend. And we will see you next week in Bahrain.